Oh, hell yeah. Welcome to John and Dylan. Oh, wait, no, I gotta sing the theme song. It's John and Dylan online. Let's party. Take off your clothes. Oh, where are you? Take off your clothes. I demand you take off your clothes. Let's talk about Richie Incognito. John?
I hate that song. That song is not the theme song. This is the theme song. John and Dylan online, two cool dudes. One is named John and he's cool. Dylan's also there. Who's Richie Incognito? I only know his brother, Richie. Regular Google window. Chrome window.
That's
Fuck.
good. No, that was good. You were on your way and then you fucked it up. John
Yes, baby.
knows nothing about sports.
By
Me
choice.
knows 20% about sports.
Would you like to know a revelation about me that I had recently?
Sure.
I thought everyone was watching sports out of obligation. It took me until I was 39 full years old to be like, oh no, they enjoy this. This is something they derive. This is how little I understand the culture of sports. I couldn't fathom people liking it. I thought it was like, oh, I thought this was like a prank we were all playing on ourselves.
Something I'll tell a lot about John is if you're a North American sports fan, is he just liked the New England Patriots for a bit and then now I guess does not?
I still like the New England Patriots. It was because their logo looked like Captain America, and my
Okay.
grandmother really liked sports, so football was always on. So I just picked a team that I liked, and then it was just I just got to be the envy of all my pals for many years, and now I don't care. Mostly because Tom Brady was kind of a shithead at his roast, and it really bugged me.
Well, no, he was a Tampa Bay Buccaneer by that point.
Once a patriot, always a patriot, motherfucker. Patriot
No,
way.
no, he was
It's
a
not
Tampa Bay
he,
Buccaneer.
it's we. Say it with me,
Well,
Dylan.
that's
Dylan, say it with me. It's not he, it's we. It's a team out there. He
John.
didn't win those championships. We won those championships. Bill
Oh yeah,
Belichick.
you
Let
counted
me
just
say,
as much as him, a guy who didn't know any other players other than Tom Brady.
Julian Edelman was one. Thank you
Who
very
else?
much. Pardon me?
Who else?
Who else? There was
One other player.
a
Other
little
than,
man named Ronald Gronkowski. I was trying to remember a black player.
no,
That wasn't
no,
possible.
not Ron. His name is not Ron.
It's Rob Gronkowski, but and you know him the way I do. You know him as
Oh
Ronald,
yeah,
baby.
actually his real name is Ron.
Imagine
Anyway,
that guy's name should be Ron. What do you got? What do you got against him being named Ron
so Richie
Gronkowski?
Incognito, who's where we're talking about,
Go
and
ahead.
with all the culture war stuff kind of gets coming to a head now. I think it's really good to delve back into the story of Richie Incognito, a man who bullied a guy on his team,
Speaking of bullies, we can always never
and
forget Aaron Hernandez, noted murderer and member of the New England Patriots squadron.
that's true. All right, John, we're gonna start off hot. This is the voice clip that went out that got Richie Incognito. You could say canceled, but would it be? Would he really have been canceled? This is I guess the cancellation that didn't take. Here we go.
Oh, okay.
You half nigger piece of shit.
Can you hear anything?
I saw you on Twitter. You've been training 10 weeks. I want to come in your fucking mouth. I'm
Can you hear anything?
Oh, I heard it all, baby.
gonna slap your fucking mouth. I'm gonna slap your real mother across the face. Fuck you. You're still a rookie. I'll kill you.
Okay, I have a lot to say about that guy. Here's what I have to say. This is why unfunny people should not be exposed to podcasts, because they all immediately they're like, I know how to be funny. I listened to 8 YouTube clips of Opie and Anthony. I'm going for that guy. That guy likes fucking the fucking I like it's just fucking hell. Also, can I just say, no one looks more like their name is Richie Incognito more than that Chris Farley minus the charm motherfucker. What a
Okay,
real
all right. No, let's go
bag
into
of
it.
shit.
Let's. So why do you think he wasn't canceled?
He was not canceled. I'm going to assume, is he NFL or NCAA? That was my
Because he was in the NFL. He was a
he's-
a well-established NFL veteran.
So I'm going to say he wasn't canceled because he plays in the NFL, and those owners are just like, wait, what did he do? okay, so he read my diary. I don't know what to tell you. Like, fuck you.
Okay, so here's why it wasn't canceled. This is a pretty good synopsis of it. Now I don't know if you're not in the same thing as me, but
I can see this.
this man
I
over
see it all.
here. No, I mean you're not in the same. I was going to say algorithm is a better way to say it. So you don't see as many clips of this man on the right here, but he's like a very famous sports podcaster now. He's an ex NFL player. His name is
What?
Channing Crowder. Here he is explaining why Richie Incognito, what he did was fine.
What is he actually like to be with in a locker room? Is he deeply unpleasant, as everyone tries to say he is?
He is a guy that needs to know his place with you. He came on the team. I was kind of that alpha male on the team when he got there. There was a couple of us, but funny thing to say is when you have a bunch of alphas, they either fight or they kind of gain an alliance. And he came on the team and he kind of tests people. He tries to test you to see if you have enough manhood, if you have enough testosterone to put that line in the dirt. Just tell him, Richie, you're going to go so far with me, and then I'm not going to deal with it anymore. I don't know if Jonathan Martin ever put that line in the dirt or if he knew he was getting tested. And that's the problem is that he jumped into a situation being a very good guy around a bunch of guys that are coming from non-Stanford-like surroundings.
Right.
Richie is a Nebraska guy. Got a lot of trouble in Nebraska. Got in trouble with other teams. Always top 3 on the dirtiest players in the NFL list. He is a alpha of all alphas. And Richie isn't used to that. I mean, Jonathan Martin wasn't used to that. And there was a problem with Jonathan as we see him leaving the team. This is an unprecedented situation in the NFL. Bullying amongst 300-plus pound men.
Yeah.
But now we see when it came out, the text message, the voicemails, and Jonathan Martin couldn't deal with it.
I have never seen a greater. You want to know whose problem this is? The guy who got called all those things.
The victim.
Yeah.
It's the victim's problem.
Also, can I just tell you, let me say this right now, to Richie Incognito, you fucking whiny baby bitch. I'm sorry that your dad hit you and that everyone looks like dad, but what you deserve is someone to shoot off a bunch of fucking rock salt from a shotgun into your man breasts and fill them with pain, you bitch. You loser. What that guy basically said was, here's the thing with Richie, is he's a dumb fuck. And so what you have to do to dumb fucks is draw a fucking line in the sand. And if you don't do that, he's fucking stupid. And unfortunately, we live in the world where you have to like acknowledge these people because we have to have some white supremacists on the team or the owners are going to really lean in. You know what I mean? Like that's the most crazy thing, which I'll tell you whose fault it was. The guy who went to Stanford. Really? You dropped the... I love America is so fucking bitchy. Like, it loves a accusation of personality flaw based off of where you went to university, especially when you're dealing in the NFL. It's so fucking stupid. Spoken like a true longhorn, drinking yellow Gatorade, you fucking loser. Fuck him. Fuck sports. Richie Cognito, I want you to know your wife is cheating on you. None of those are your kids. Everyone from Nebraska is a pedophile, including you. You're a pedophile. Richie Cognito is a pedophile. This is not satire. This is my genuine belief. I have no evidence. Suck me. Suck me, Richie Incognito.
Yeah, basically Richie Incognito was a football player. To this point, he's in the NFL. He's actually kind of a disappointment in the NFL up until this point. And a lot of it is kind of attributed to these personality disorders that he actually gets help for and gets diagnosed with. Because he takes a year off after these voicemails are found. This is obviously the start of like the Me Too movement and a lot of anti-bullying
was he playing
stuff.
for?
He was on the Dolphins. So was Jonathan Martin. Jonathan Martin played a bit in the NFL after this, and then mostly was phased out. Richie Incognito took a year off and then came back and was a Pro Bowl player, which means like an all-star. He turned into an all-star after being found out his true power in bullying. After he had really defeated a man and bullied him into dust, it really taught him how to be a good football player. John, do you have any comments on how bullying is good for the bullies? Also, are your bullies all doing well? Because there's a lot of bullies that were bullies when I was a kid, and they're doing fantastically, so I will be teaching my sons to bully.
I mean, unfortunately, all of the bullies I encountered, as it turns out, like truly horrific lives, like in a way where you're like, I felt bad that because of how you treated me, you thought the world was going to be okay with this. Like, it's a real shame. Here's the thing, though, I'm going to say about our boy Rich, is what I feel it was he finally, like, he finally just got to be himself. You know what I mean? Like people, like here's the thing with the NFL is I guarantee all the owners were like, yeah, have you met our players? They don't know how to read, and we've created a world where we have basically a mini factory for fake cosplay gladiators. And then once they're done playing for us, they just murder their families. I don't see what the problem is here. Like this, you're shocked that a guy who's going to murder his family said that? I'm Bob Kraft. Like, what do you want from me? I'm Jerry Jones. Do you understand what I say to my secretary on a daily basis is basically this? So, like, why we can't be angry at him.
Yeah, it's one of those things really. And this was something that happened was like every NFL player, like I don't know if I know of something or I don't know if I know of like vocation that closed ranks as well as every NFL player when this stuff came out about Jonathan Martin and Richie Incognito about like a white guy calling a black guy the N-word, and then every single black NFL player on TV was like, "This is fine." Michael
Here's the
Strahan on the Today Show at 7 a.m. looked Kelly Ripa in the eyes and basically said, "This is fine. I
through
understand outside of an NFL locker room, this sounds nuts, but this is like absolutely 100% fine." And if you look at the interview with Richie Incognito, he basically goes like, "Listen, we used to joke around like this all the time. I don't know why he had a problem with this." And it's like pretty convincing. Like it's the most non-apology apology I've ever seen.
Oh, you haven't seen mine. I mean, what? I mean, wait.
But like he's like this was like a thing that we would talk like in the locker room, but this isn't the first time. Like before this, this is Cole's notes here. He felt up a girl he felt a girl up at a golf club while drunk and like did the old hard on her butt thing.
Oh, yeah.
Goes on. The coaching staff asked Richie Incognito to toughen Jonathan Martin up, and this was his idea.
Wait a minute. Where did that fall into it? So he's in the middle of groping a woman at the golf course, and the coaching staff are like, Richie, sorry to bother you during doing what I assume is your favorite thing, feeling like God. But can you make sure that this guy thinks about you before he goes to bed at night?
No, I this is the thing. My notes did jump all over the place. So here's some stuff before the coaching staff asked him to toughen him up. The rubbing on a girl at a golf club while hammered. He got angry and threw dumbbells at a guy in a commercial gym. So you're just, you're John Hastings at an LA Fitness. You're trying to curl 40 pounds for 3 times 10. You're feeling pretty good about yourself. And then a shaved bear just starts throwing 70-pound weights at you very easily. And
this
the guy
is
was
my
like,
major.
I looked at him, like, looked and I went, "Oh shit, that guy's big." Like, looked at him like you would look at a guy like, "This guy's huge." And then Richie Incognito was having a I feel fat day, I guess, and started hurling dumbbells at him. And it's an LA Fitness, so the biggest guy there is 220 pounds. So he ate that man whole, and that gave the other guy enough time to get to his fucking car.
I want you to know I have a couple of things to say about this. One, the problem with America is not the guns, is that they don't use them enough in all situations. Right there, take a fucking pistol and shoot Richie Cognito in the leg. There. Why'd you do that? Because I've now ruined your career. You will now sit in a fucking wheelchair, you fuck, and think about it. Instead, people ran away.
The only thing.
People don't understand, and I say this with absolute pride. We have cars. Start hitting people with them more. Like, do you understand? Like, it's one of those... People act like once you walk away from a fight, the fight is done. No, the fight ends when one of us eventually hits the other one with a car, and that's always my idea.
Listen, man, this is... I think... I don't know where I'd say the dumbbell one is the worst, but him and another teammate showed up dressed in Japanese headbands on the anniversary of Pearl Harbor and talked in an accent making fun of the trainer, just being like, "You did this," like trying to have a fun time.
That's also if I by the way, he's not a good football player at this time, and you're bringing costumes to the locker. Good. I would get into his face.
Like it's also in the NFL. Like that's pretty fucking good.
Are there no knives in that stadium? Like if I'm that trainer, it's like knife in your fucking throat, motherfucker. I'll fucking massage you to death. Like people are not aware. Oh, they're physically intimidating. Get in your car and learn that one person who is made of skin and you driving a beast made of steel. That's a real fucking leveler, motherfuckers.
Yeah, take the slurs and then just drive your car through the fucking
Yeah,
wall.
exactly. Just okay, take what you hear, wait for him afterwards. As he comes out of the stadium, put on the theme music from Godzilla loud in your car and run over the motherfucker. There, taken care of. Perfect. We never have to
We're
like
gonna get back to what
Clam
the
Chowder or whatever
explanation
the fuck his
was.
name is doesn't have to debase himself on Pierce
Channing
Morgan and be
Crowder.
like, the reason why he's allowed to say that is because the NFL is a nightmare from start to finish. But it's so evil, it's entertaining. You can't look away. Look away.
Yeah,
You
but these
can't.
guys can all take advantage of the fact that they went to. I mean, fucking. This guy's talking about Nebraska like it's fucking easy for anyone who's not a fucking shaved ape to get into. But it's like Nebraska is a university. It's produced real professionals. All these guys are taught job interview language, so they have that muscle. So as soon as someone's like, "Hey, here's this tape of you punching a pregnant woman," and then when she starts screaming "stop," you yelled, "No, I like to feel the squishy." Can you explain why you did that? And then they go into fucking, I just give it 110% on the field mode, and everyone's like, "Well, I mean, he does speak really well."
What you don't understand is I went to the U. We learned things called sacrifice, and I was trying to impart that in a way that was a bit too extreme because I was off the gridiron. But when I'm on the gridiron, I give 100%. And everyone's like, he gives 100% on the gridiron. Like, I mean, you can't argue with the fact he's on the gridiron and he's giving 100%.
So can you think of, because we come from being huge wrestling nerds, can you think of a situation that everyone closed ranks in wrestling this well?
Everything
Because
to
I
do
can't.
with everything in wrestling up until I'm going to say 2021. Like, if we now
No, not the
understand,
Benoit thing.
Benoit was a lot. Yeah, they closed ranks pretty quickly. It was
Owen
this Vince
Hart.
was this Vince McMahon's fault? Oh, he was just bullying a bunch of people with personality disorders to take steroids. You can't directly lay this at his door, but like, yeah, they closed ranks around Owen Hart. Like, remember, like that was presented for a long time as like, look, she's weird about her husband being mentioned with wrestling. Like Mark Henry literally said at the Hall of Fame, like, let him be with his friends, and she finally had to be out and be like, reason he's not with his friends is because your fucking boss used sailing equipment to drop him from a ceiling. You fuck. Like, it's a
Yeah,
million
but
times.
What else did Mark Henry say about the Janelle Grant lawsuit?
I
Sounds like she got a
assume.
pretty good deal.
I mean, I gotta tell you, there was
Was
nothing
she
better than
paid?
that lawsuit came out. The amount of people that host wrestling
Mark
podcasts that
Henry, as
I
soon as
know.
like, hey, am I working for AEW anymore? I'm not. Okay, get me on a podcast where I can say some things that make sure I'm never invited back there.
Do you understand that there is an argument to be made that part of the reason why Donald Trump is now the president of the United States again is because he went on the podcast of someone who pretended to be a dead biker for 10
Hmm.
years? Hey, this is my friend the dead biker and his brother who had his penis burnt off, and then a man fucked his high school girlfriend's dead body over the World Heavyweight Championship. I'm
Yeah.
the president of the United States. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa.
So here's what happens basically. Richie Incognito is he's kicked out of the league for bullying. This is 2012, which is so funny because this is like everyone thought we liberals, and I don't mean myself in like all of this because like obviously I don't know some of my opinions deviate on this kind of stuff,
Yeah,
but
Dylan
like
is
the
he is
fucking.
really into genocides. Just not one in
Oh
specific,
yeah.
just in
Honestly, I'm
general.
by the board. Like, I think that everyone should be asked their pronouns before they talk. But like, dude, those kids in Gaza have been talking shit, dog. Um.
What's
Anyway,
weird is he's
in,
not just pro Gaza. He's also pro Russia winning the Ukraine war. Very vehemently pro Bashir al-Assad, which I got to tell you, that made for a weird cocktail hour in 2015. Everyone's just like, "Can you believe that what's happening in Aleppo?" And Dylan's like, "Yeah, I got a hard dick. I'll say they call that the Aleppo boner, baby." He kept referring to himself as the barrel bomb. It was weird. Only guy I know
uh,
who was like, "Hey, let me tell you who was right about everything." Christopher Hitchens, only talking about the Iraq War. That's our Dylan God has that tattooed on his ass.
so this is. I'm just looking this up. Weinstein. The
Sure.
Weinstein case pretty much starts in 2017. So Richie Incognito, this is 2012, and this really does weirdly set a precedent for what's about to happen in all of these cases where Richie Incognito did something wrong. They suspended him for 1 year. He came back 1 year later, and was one of the top players in the NFL.
Yeah.
Indisputably one
I
of the
dispute
10.
it.
Actually, not even one of the 10, because he's a Pro Bowler. I don't know if he was a starter. 4-time Pro Bowler. So he was one of the 2 best players in the NFL at his position. And what he has to thank for that is the confidence that bullying another man gave him, guys. But like, it's the same thing where it's like, oh, he's gone, he canceled, fucking, but then you just wait a year and come back and everything's fine. It's
I got
the
another
myth of
take. I have a
cancellation
different
where it's
take.
like, and this isn't like because cancellation is fucking you're gone for, he didn't like then have to have a podcast about how the cancellation was bullshit. He literally just came back and was better for it at the thing he was doing.
I got a hot take for you.
Yes.
Put on your oven mitts. This one's coming straight out of the oven. Or he was able to take a year off, rest his muscles, heal any lagging injuries from a lifetime of playing football, so that when he returned, he had a clear head because he was like, I can say anything I want and I've had a year off. Let's go. So let's not endow him with like, oh, as it turns out, once you cross the Rubicon of saying the R word to a person who is affected by a disability, you then actually gain Luftwaffen superpowers. That's a bit of a fucking stretch. What I would say is we should have seen that culture does love grievance and does love someone returning from the fold. And what we don't realize is sometimes people, everyone is just in a parasocial relationship with their phone and they decide exactly who their avatar is in all scenarios. I'd be like this person if I was running for this. If I was a football player, I'd definitely leave some questionable voicemails. We've got to protect Richie.
Yeah, that's another thing where it's like, yeah, I'd probably be like Richie Incognito, where as soon as Channing Carter's like, he's an alpha, every guy's like, yeah, that's like me.
That's
I take
the
what
thing.
I want, and I'm big.
Yeah,
I'm big too.
I'll tell you
It's
a
like,
couple
no,
things
you're
about me. I don't apologize. Except for all the times I apologize to my fucking wife, but she doesn't know. I think about cheating on her, even though she doesn't just think about it. She lives it, baby.
But like a true alpha, when I apologize, I'm fucking crossing my toes, which means it doesn't count. Alpha attitude.
I cross my
here's
fingers.
another fun thing. He went to so obviously a lot of NFL players have Barstool Sports podcasts now, and he went to a party with the king of fucking, why can't I say it, Shane Gillis, and he tit flipped him.
He what?
Tit flip, tit flip. Put your hand under a man's breast. Flipped him. He's 40. 40-year-old man does that to another 40-year-old man, and Shane Gillis. This is Shane Gillis clip, but he's like, this is when I was looking at Richie, and he's like, what do? You do nothing. You just go like, that's good.
I mean,
you just look at
or
it
you get
like,
again.
You own me.
Or Shane Gillis, you stop being a boy and become a man, and you get in your vehicle, and you teach fucking Richie Incognito that I can fucking see you, motherfucker. I'm a wrestling fan. I'm not even John Cena, and neither are you. I'm Triple H I'm Steve Austin during that weird Survivor series. I'm hitting you with a car. You're Steve Austin.
Yeah, but this is the thing about this whole thing is it's kind of like what the NFL is to begin with, is pretending it's something it's not. Is when they talking about concussion protocol, the whole game is smashy heads against each other. That's the whole fucking game.
Yeah.
And then you're gonna be like, but bullying's not okay. You're like, what are you fucking talking about?
Yeah, I mean, it's one of those things where everyone's like, oh my God, the New England Patriots cheat. And it's like, yeah, that whole thing was an inflated distraction because they had to distract from the fact a bunch of the other teams had lists of people to kill. Do you want $750,000? This guy better not fucking know the name of his kids by Monday morning.
Yeah, but I mean, that makes, I don't know. To me, it's like, yeah, it makes sense. You fucking, the game is smash you till they die.
I just had this thought. I mean? Do you understand how much bullying Shane Gillis, Theo Vaughn, Joe Rogan have all opened themselves up to? Because they're going to that inauguration, and it will be nothing but Sean Strickland style UFC fighters on that stage, old Washington politicians and them, and I guarantee Sean Strickland is yelling size off before the opening remarks and making Joe Rogan, Theo Vaughn, and Shane Gillis show him his penis, and he is going to make fun of their penises and tweet about making fun of their penises, and then we're going to hear from Trump. Do you understand? Do you understand the silver lining that I just realized about this whole situation? Is that MSNBC is going to break in line. Sean Strickland, the UFC fighter, has a revolver, and he has just made Theo Vaughn admit on air he drinks pee-pee like a little girl who is gay. Woo!
Oh, no. I mean, what's going to happen is he's going to check where things were made, and if it's in China, he's going to break them, and then if it's in Taiwan, he's going to keep it because he probably thinks that's in Ohio.
Yeah, I've been there.
Like, Taiwan, Ohio, I know that.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I've been there. I was born there.
Yeah, I don't know if I can think of another cancellation, let's say quote-unquote cancellation, because when we're talking about cancellations in the arts, art is very open to interpretation. So you can just like, this is what I don't like about any clip where it's like, blah, blah, blah gets owned. It's like, yeah, the audience obviously dictates who's correct in any situation, unless it is literal sports. But when you get results like Richie Incognito, it's like, if the guy, and this is the other thing, if the guy has a bunch of fucking mud on his record and some people don't want to be associated with him, and you can get a guy who's a starting NFL caliber player at a discount because he's been suspended for a year, of course the fucking team of the Buffalo Bills is going to take it.
Yeah, this is exactly the great point is, in the end, old lady Cameron capitalism rears her ugly head one more sweet, sweet time, baby.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. It's capitalism.
Let me ask you this. Do you want just one time when someone gets in trouble for saying the N-word on a recording, can they not look kind of like me? Because guess what? They always kind of look like me.
Okay.
Oh, Richie Incognito. Oh, that's me if I worked out a lot more when I was 16 and looked at less art. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's never even someone who looks like you, Dylan. All the people that look like you, it turns out that their comic book shop really had some questionable material behind that curtain. You know what I'm saying? And mine is always like, well, he would have had a promising career owning that mill, but he couldn't stop just publishing what he thought about Asians.
Check this out. Richie Incognito.
Speak on this.
Got arrested in 2018 while arranging funeral for his father because he threatened to shoot employees, and the police seized 2 Glocks, 3 rifles, and a suppressor for a handgun from his truck. That was in 2018, so it didn't reform that much. Also,
I'm going to say this right now.
Was the Lifetime incident where he threw dumbbells on the guy? Well, that was in 2018 too.
I've never been more right about where someone's rage comes from more than being like, oh yeah, this guy just was trying to find daddy. Of course, his dad dies and he's lashing out at the funeral home. Why don't I feel good now that he's gone? Why don't I feel good now that he's gone? Oh, because he's with you forever, Rich. He lives in your head. He was a frail old man. You could have killed him and maybe that would have made you feel better. But no. Instead, you're going to a Planet Fitness and getting angry at someone wearing what you think are yoga trousers. But that actually was a lady. You just don't understand that they can have short hair now.
Yeah, and now he's an ambassador for Boo to Bullying, which is anti-bullying thing.
Come on, shut the fuck up. Fuck you. No, suck my penis, eat my asshole. I have hemorrhoids. I want you to bite the hemorrhoids. I want them to bleed in your mouth. I want you to have my shit blood in your mouth. You're my best friend. Drink my shit blood. Fuck you. He is not
a lot of good. Yes, they do. Yes, he is. I'm sure they do a lot of good work, but yes. Richie Incognito.
That is like having a malaria blanket work for the CDC. Like, are you out of your fucking mind?
Well, he can relate to both sides because he was bullied as a kid, and then through that power, he grew up to bully a lot of others.
I got to tell you, that would be a fun spin for an anti-bullying charity. We are here to teach you that it's now time to become what you hate. Pass it down. Is there someone weaker than you in your life? Time for them to be you. You are not them. They are not you.
Yes, now he is no longer on the advisory board, and he is no longer one of the ambassadors, for sure, because, yeah, that's done now. That was in 2018 when he, with the span of months, once again, threatened to shoot people who were organizing his father's funeral and then threw dumbbells at, like, if everyone grieves in their own different way. But if you're chucking dumbbells at someone a third your size, he's probably fucking. Oh, also he supports Trump, which is weird.
Of course. I was about to be I was like, I guarantee this guy is a
I mean, that goes
also there's
without
something
saying.
I have to tell you.
He's a
Anyone who
millionaire.
has
He
a
wouldn't.
Goldberg tattoo outside of the 90s,
Oh,
oh
yeah.
no.
Goldberg tattoos were fucking sick. Maybe honestly, I would make me like him a lot more if he just really wanted to rip one to fucking Pam Anderson and barbed wire, and that's why I got the fucking tattoo.
I guarantee it was like, why do you have this? It's like, I love the movie Barbed Wire with Pam Anderson. I think, and he's like really political about it. I actually think the way she was treated was bad. All other women should be treated the same as her, though.
Yeah, the only thing I can think of where people closed rank like this, to come to an earlier point we were making about the NFL players, was if someone asked if wrestling was fake or not in the before the Attitude Era.
That's very true. Or also their, yeah, no, I think that would be definitely one. I mean, for a period of time, closing ranks was
Wrestling
also
crimes
like,
in the 70s. Go for it, sorry.
and the 80s, you couldn't expansion. There was a weird closing ranks of like wrestlers wouldn't go work for people that invaded other people's territories for a long time. And then that was changed to the Territorial War of Georgia, which of course Dylan knows all about.
Yeah, but this is the thing. Like, I think the best example is Michael Strahan. Like, literally, Michael
Oh,
Strahan, who's like going to be in movies, who's at this point like having a network sitcom, goes on the Today Show and is like, basically says this is fine, which is
yeah, it's
fucking crazy. Like, he closes ranks, man. He has nothing to gain anymore. He could have fucking thrown Richie Incognito under the bus, but you know what? He didn't. He held the bus up and he said, saying the N word on the bus? Fine. And dude, some of the people said that basically was like, we viewed him as blacker than fucking. Um,
oh my
we,
God, yeah.
we viewed him as
Lawrence
blacker than
Taylor
Donald
came out
Trump.
and said, I don't like what he said, but I smoked crack and I would like him to give me some money so I can smoke more cocaine. That's right. I need a lot of money, not just crack for old LT. Like, yeah, it's like, I understand closing. It's just fucking, what's annoying is later Richie Incognito.
Mm-hmm.
Later, sorry, I thought the fucking closed. The window just dropped all of a sudden. Later, Richie
Cool.
Incognito was going to have a road rage incident and like murder a family when he's like 65, or he's going to like Vern Gagne someone and put them in a sleeper hold when he's in a senior citizen's home because he never learned his fucking lesson. And that lesson is people can hit you with their cars. What I'm saying, people, is it's time to level the playing field. If you're physically intimidated by someone, wait outside their business in your vehicle. You don't have to kill them. You just need to let them know their armor's pierced too, baby. We all bleed. Some because of fists, some because of fenders. Pick a side. Vroom vroom.
Yeah, I do think that there should be a gun ban specifically on people like Richie Incognito, and it's just a size thing.
No. I think it should be just to let you know this guy's in your city, so keep a gun on you. Like, here's the thing. Richie Cognito, I'm not saying kill him, but I am saying shoot him through, put the gun in his mouth, shoot the bullet through his cheek so he sees for the first time he knows love of his own family, because he sees one of his kids. He can't love all of them, but he sees one of them in that moment. And he's like, oh my God, I actually do like Casper. I don't love him though. And you're like, well, it's as close as we're going to get for revelation for a man who goes by Richie post 35.
Yeah, it's
You own
crazy,
loafers,
man.
sir. Your name is Richard.
It's crazy, man. And here, just like, I mean, what do you think the statute of limitations is on something like, not statute of limitations? Oh, yes, pardon me. Yeah, like, what do you think that, like, the
I'm
actual
hitting someone with
punishment
your
should have been
car?
for
Nothing if you don't get caught. Just take your license plate off your car before you hit them with your car. They're not going to do that much
Okay.
research.
That's so the bullying thing. You think that would have been fucking good after 1 year? You think the one
No.
year off is okay?
I think the 1 year off, I don't think he was endowed with crazy cancellation powers. I think he became a better athlete because he took a year off, was able to rest all of his injuries, and he was coming back trying to redeem himself after being an awful, awful piece of shit.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And that's what it was.
And it's
I
also
think he
like
should have
really
been.
hard.
Here's my question also is what happened to John Martin?
Okay, in 2019, he avoided jail time with like a no contest plea, related to a threatening post he left on Instagram threatening to shoot up a school.
Who is this? John Martin or Richie Incognito?
This is Richie Incognito. Or sorry, Jonathan Martin.
Fuck. There are no heroes in this world, are there?
No, I mean it's good though because um,
I'm listening.
it's good because he was a victim, and it shows that the victims are the ones we have to worry about the most.
I mean, what a takeaway. Ladies and gentlemen, we live in hell and Dylan Gott's the mayor. Here's my other question. Here's my main question.
Okay.
Do you, in these situations, whenever the other guy, in this case the victim, also turns out to be a bag of shit, you're always like, God damn, well, there are no winners, huh? Like, I'm just like, I'm like, well, I don't agree with what you said, Richie Incognito, but why the fuck was this guy trying to shoot up a school?
Here is what I will say about these situations is that I hate how cut and dry people make these out to. It's not that
Not me.
simple. And I do really like people just kind of look for one thing to happen and then they feel vindicated and that the situation is over, and I don't think that it is.
Well, no, like
And
the
I just
actual
genuinely
situation is that
wonder,
the,
like, if something like this happens, what do you think a good course of action is afterwards, John? Do you have an answer? Don't be a silly
yeah,
man. Take your silly hat off and make a real answer.
my real answer is you
Okay.
hit the bully with your car at enough speed to hurt them but not kill them, and then they know things can happen to them too.
Yeah, because it is like if you go to school, like Jonathan Martin, the only way this would happen, like, oh, I'm being bullied, I'm complaining, or whatever. It's found out. He tells team officials. Basically, you tell the teacher you're being bullied, and then it comes out. You kind of like can't play in the NFL again. Like
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Because people know you're like the game is essentially just bullying each other. So now everyone
Did
knows that you
he,
have a line, and if they can exceed that line, they win.
Dylan Gott, did he leak it or did someone else leak it?
I think he told team officials, and then someone else leaked it.
See, that's the fucked up thing. Is it's like someone
It
wanted to
should have been
fuck with
kept
it. Like it's
internal.
that. Yeah. Here's again where I return to my point. I know Dylan wants me to be serious, and I am being serious. But it's literally that thing of like, going to the authorities aren't necessarily going to help. What is going to help is, why did you hit Richie Incognito with my car? He left me some voicemails. And then they'd be like, yeah, all right. Like, I guarantee, like whoever the head coach of the Miami Dolphins, let me use what I know about the Miami Dolphins. I assume it was Dan Marino or a dolphin named Snowflake.
Yeah. It was Ace Ventura.
Oh, thank God. How much of that movie do they still play at that stadium? Because I got news for you. If there isn't just a part of the stadium where you can just watch Ace Ventura Pet Detective at every Miami Dolphins game, they're missing a fucking trick.
I mean, essentially, if you are some parts of right-wing voters in the states, essentially you watch Ace Ventura and point to it and go, "That's what I think."
Yeah, no, not think. That's what I know.
That's what I know. That's gross.
Yeah.
How
Yeah.
dare they?
I have never
For
seen
those of
Ace
you who don't know,
Ventura.
Ace Ventura,
What
basically
happens?
the storyline now is trans people equal blah.
Yeah, like,
Also,
that's
when they give someone
basically.
a fake vagina, they don't keep the balls.
Yeah, that's the craziest thing about that movie is also like they're just like, just to let you know, we've really gone out of our way to single out a group for mockery, and
Yeah.
we had to do a lot to get there, and we're happy we did.
And the other thing is, this is like just to dispel a rumor. If you do transition from a man to a woman, the tits they have are your nuts. So if you have big nuts, they close to your chest.
What are you talking about? What in the name of God are you talking about?
That's what they do, man.
That is not. There's no.
True.
Here's what I'm done with. I'm
They
done
take
with
your nuts
dudes.
off, and then they put your.
I'm physically gonna attack you. I'm
Hey,
gonna
Trump got
fucking
in.
try.
This is fine.
Here's the nice
See what
thing.
this says? Cool, Dylan. This doesn't say friggin' wrong, Dylan.
Oh fuck! I didn't realize you were wearing cool, Dylan. Oh, I don't care now then.
Yeah.
Can we talk about you were recently driving with someone who took credit for people wearing that brand of sweatsuit in the city you live in? And I got to tell you, I love Canadians. Let me.
If you don't have a friend who takes credit for a weird thing,
Oh.
meaning I'm first guy to lean. Everyone else
Buddy.
stands straight up. I'm the guy who's like, "Oh, I rest on this wall." That was me.
I remember where I was stood with Brendan Burns and had to explain to him that he didn't invent an idea of yours, which was when you put a bunch of stand-up clips on Pornhub. Nerd sucks own dick at stand-up comedy. Fat nerd, pardon me.
That nerd
And
sucks cock at stand-up comedy and breakfast.
so funny.
They kicked it
And
off RedTube. It was also RedTube. I don't go Pornhub. Pornhub's too fucking.
and
What is this,
it's
LinkedIn?
even
Might as well
funnier.
be.
And I watched him go from like, I gotta do this, and I was like, it's his joke. Like, you've seen it from him. You have to acknowledge that he came up with this idea, and he was like, and you could see a guy being like, yeah, there's a witness to this. And then he finally was like, all right, I want to put it on a gay porn site. And by the end of it, he just tweeted out a link to what you did and went, this is very funny. And it was the greatest cycle of watching a guy be like, all right, how do I can't, there's no angle. I got no angle. I just got to acknowledge that he did this.
Yeah, now I'm on ePorner.
Are you on ePorner? I've narrowed it down to Spank
I don't know.
Bang only. I like the interface. Crimson interface. Very, 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 very not updated from when I preferred my porn. 2011,
Right.
please.
Anyway, I just don't like it's like yeah, man, the reason there's a problem with bullying is because sometimes the bully wins and just keeps on winning, and that's why.
I mean, that's true. Except, of course, in the cases where you, say it with me now, are you ready?
Stand up for yourself.
Run them
using
over with a car.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
What's
what
wrong
people-
with that?
Yeah.
You've had some bullies in your life. They would have been so... Like, I have some friends that I'm like, look, I think you'd be a better person if I nicked you with my vehicle. Not like full hit, but like a couple, like knocked to the ground. Like, what the fuck? You need to contemplate some stuff.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Yeah, you need to either try and get those people out of your life, but without telling anyone so no one knows you're weak,
Yeah, of
or
course.
hit them with a Honda CRV.
Yeah, Honda CRV is the perfect vehicle. I got to tell you, you've absolutely nailed that. You know what I mean? You're going to...
'Cause
First of
you
all,
can
they're
hit
not
them
going to...
and then you won't kill them because the undercarriage won't crush their skull, I don't think.
Exactly correct. And if you do overzealously hit them too much and need to rush them to the hospital, make sure to have those back seats down. You pop them right in the hatchback. You zip along.
Yeah.
It's the
But
benefit of
that's the
having
problem. That's the
anxiety.
problem. You have to go fucking... If you just a bunch of bullying and then you attack someone, now you're fucking liable. Anyway.
This is the nice thing of having anxiety, is that I am prepared to hit someone with my car, and I am prepared to help them after I hit them with my car. Because while I'm totally fine with hitting them with my car, I will feel some guilt afterwards if it exceeds the level of injury I was aiming for.
Yeah.
And the
And
thing with
that's
hitting people with your car as a tool of revenge is it's a blunt instrument. It's not a scalpel. You're knocking the whole board game onto the ground, baby. You don't know, you might keep Baltic Avenue at the end of it, but this is everybody's game of Monopoly now.
No, obviously the only way to deal with bullies is to slip a razor blade in your teeth and make out with them so you cut off their tongue. Just like in Oz.
I mean, what is weird is I've seen Dylan do that 2 separate times, and both times they didn't see it coming, even though he literally went, 1 second, I have to put a razor blade in my mouth. And they were like, whoa,
Yeah. And
kinky.
just go like, hey, what's going on? Like, oh, a regular tongue kiss from this guy I don't know? That seems
Yeah.
fun.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Why? I have a question. Why did the bullies not know you?
Oh, they bullied me in my mind.
Oh, okay, great. Yeah. Oh, it's just you're angry at them because their social media posts portray a life that is much happier than yours, and you will get your revenge.
Yeah, I had an internal dialogue with them based on their Facebook profile. Jesus Christ, John, catch up. Yeah, Facebook
Sorry.
too. They're all 75-year-old men.
What is this, 2019? I mean, who's excited for when I cannot wait to be a bitter old millennial. Just,
The last guy on Twitter.
oh, I'm going down with the ship. Hopefully the election cleans it up a little bit, because there was a full week there where it was just various live feeds of the war in Ukraine.
No, I don't use Twitter anymore. It was the easiest thing that I've ever done is stop using Twitter. John, I'm done now. You're done. Thank you guys so much for listening. Next week we're going to be listening to an Ice Spice album for some reason.
Yep, we're both gonna munch on our lunch.
Bye bye.